Life and message of Barnabas. Barnabas was born in a Jewish family from the tribe of Levite, settled in Cyprus. His actual name was Joseph, and due to his devotion to the cause of Prophet Jesus, the other apostles had given him the surname of Barnabas. This term is variously translated as son of consolation or son of exhortation. He was a successful preacher with a magnetic personality. Anyone tormented by the clash of creeds found solace and peace in his company. His eminence as a man who had been close to Jesus Christ had made him a prominent member of the small group of disciples in Jerusalem who had gathered together after the disappearance of Jesus. They observed the law of the prophets, which prophet Jesus had come, not to destroy but to fulfill. Matthew 5:17. They continued to live as Jews and practiced what Jesus had taught them. It did not occur to any of them that they could ever be regarded as followers of a new religion. They were devout and practicing Jews, and they were distinguished from their Jewish only by their faith in the message of Prophet Jesus. In the beginning they did not organize themselves as a separate sect and did not have a synagogue of their own. There was nothing in the message of Jesus, as understood by them, to necessitate a break with Judaism. However, they incurred the enmity of the vested interests among the Jewish higher echelon. The conflict between the Jews and the followers of Jesus was started by the Jews because they felt that the Christians would undermine their authority. The gulf progressively began to widen. During the siege of Jerusalem in 70 CE, they left the city, and refused to take part in the Bar Kokhba rebellion in 132 CE. These two events brought to the surface the difference between the followers of Prophet Jesus Christ and the Jews. The question of the origin of Jesus, his nature and relation to God, which later became so important, was not raised among these early disciples. That Jesus was a man supernaturally endowed by God was accepted without question. Nothing in the words of Prophet Jesus or the events in his life led them to modify this view. According to Aristides, one of the earliest apologists, the worship of the early Christians was more purely monotheistic even than of the Jews.